Oh, thank God, game saved. Alright, Alright, wow, that is dark. That's... Is there a... Oh, a torch. If you need a light at night, use your torch by holding left on the D, but if you want to keep your left hand free, for example, to use a shield, it's better to drink Nighthawk potion for better night vision. Huh, okay. So... Oh yeah, that works a lot better. Lockpick, I don't have any. So this must be the right way. Oh, just a random ladder. Oh, hey, it's raining. Not very hard. Their tails look odd. Oh, that's cool, the ground effects. You can actually see the rain hitting the water. Yeah, the puddles and the mud and everything. That's cool. So where am I supposed to be going? Over here?
Word from the spy that Sigismund's hired himself a mob of foreign mercenaries. They don't know this country like we do. We could hide out somewhere until it blows over.
Maybe. Only all they have to do is lean on some scarlet serf and he'll happily tell them everything.
I didn't think of that.
Not that I'm spoiling for a fight, but if I have to choose a place for them, then right here behind solid walls is it.
True enough.
Or they're talking desertion. Huh. Now, their helmets are different. I wonder if... Does that signify one's a captain or something?
Do you think we can drive back Sigismund's forces?
I reckon not. There's too few of us. And anyway, we ain't prepared for a siege. And if he's really got such a big army, he might not even hold out against the first offensive.
Talmberg's a strong castle, though. It can handle a siege.
The best thing would be to join forces with Scarlet.
Somebody over here shouting. One random torch out there.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Man, my clothes are beat the hell up. I was gonna say battered.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig! What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
He got out, huh?
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Balding.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Rattay now!
The Battle of Nicopolis?
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
Y'all ain't gonna say nothing? No sound off?
Henry, I need to have a word with you.
Man, your troops are a bunch of pricks. No respect.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
Huh. So... I had to do this a couple times when I was in the military. I thought I was really done with this. I can't believe it. So, because of my torch, I can't see anything out there. Yeah, like, light sources and everything are good to help you see close proximity like this, but, you know, just like that, yeah, you ain't gonna see nothing. Especially because of these. Well, with the light reflecting off of it, it blinds you. So I wonder if they do it in the game where if I turn my torch off, I'll actually be able to see something. Oh yeah, look, wow. Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be that bright.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh?
Not really.
I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
If you have to wait for something, you can skip time. Press touchpad and set how long you want to wait. Watch out though, tiredness and hunger grow even during the skip time. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I might need to turn. I turned my gamma up a little bit. I think I should turn it down. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to see that clearly. Because I mean, this is like it's dusk or dawn's on the way or something. That's really bright. Let's go ahead and see if I can do that real quick. Wait, yeah, graphics. There we go. I didn't think yeah, that's where it started. I only turned it up one notch. So let's try turning it down twice. Still see pretty good. Am I supposed to be able to see that well at night? Or is it later in the night than I thought it was? What time is it? Oh yeah, it's about 4 a.m. Or no, it's a little after 3. So, okay, yeah. So I can just see fairly well. Or it's getting closer to dawn, I guess. Well, no, just after 3, that's still too early. I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and try waiting. 2 hours. So what's it going to do? It's not going to hurt me much. It only drops my energy down twice and my nourishment down 3. So that's not bad. Man, the waiting time is slow. Well, the storm passed, kind of. Oh, no, it didn't. It's just... What the hell? Is that one of our guys? No, no, that one dude had the horn when they attacked. It's getting louder over here. Oh, I forgot how to sprint. Oh, there we go.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Where am I going? I guess I'll follow these guys? Oh, okay. It was not that bright out. Yeah, so some of these cutscenes are definitely pre-rendered. His clothes are all fixed again.
Sweet Jesus. We're gonna hit them like skeletons.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Ratsik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that the Ratsik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
There's a lot of politicking in that talk. A lot of playing each other and trying to be polite while being honest-ish. Huh, okay.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Sir Markvart von Olitz. Oh. I think I'm gonna try and make a break for it.
Hey!
Who's screaming? So yeah, I mentioned there was a lot of like politicking and gentlemanly talk during that cutscene, and I just thought it was pretty interesting. Like how they were trying to play each other, but without trying to seem like they were playing each other. It wasn't like, oh, excuse me. It wasn't like they were trying to be too deceitful. I mean, was it Markvart? I don't know. The German guy was. I mean, straight up lied, saying that Sir. Gosh, I'm getting all their names mixed up and I'm forgetting them. That the Lord of my town was a traitor. I mean, that was the only actual lie there. But it was pretty cool how Sir Divish was answering him. He was like, I know him and I know that he is a good man and that he serves the king. So what you're saying, I find that highly unlikely. So it was his way of pretty much calling him out and saying, I think you're lying, but without saying, I think you're lying, and offending him, and therefore pushing Tim to encourage a attack. And then at the same time, how the German, he called Sir Divish out, and he even said, "So am I to believe that you, noble sir," like he stopped and paused and specifically said, "Noble sir," like calling him out. You're supposed to be a lord, a man of honor and respect and everything. He said, if I'm asking you this question, you need to speak honestly." There was a lot of that kinds of stuff going on, which I thought was pretty cool how they played it and did it, instead of just in other games where the lords and the nobles are very crude and vulgar, and they played lords and nobles often in a negative way. Like The Witcher 3 did that. Almost all the nobles in that game weren't really good people. Swore a lot and all that kinds of stuff. And I'm not saying lords and nobles back then weren't like that, but from what I understand of these time periods, what the cutscene we just watched is how they actually would have talked to one another. So I think that's kind of cool. But apparently now I'm going to try and make a break for it. So I need to try and find... Oh, that's right. I forgot they brought everybody inside. Ooh, a little farm. I wonder if... I got a sword? When did I get a sword? An unsheathed weapon will provoke fear among villagers, and in towns, the citizens are likely to call a guard on you. Who's... Ah. I have a poor quality... What? I have one... poor quality arrow? Is that the arrow I pulled out of my leg? Did Sir Robo give it back to me? Whose sword do I have? Radzig. Yeah, his name was Radzig. I have his sword equipped? When did I do that? Or did the game do it automatically? Huh. Interesting how his the sword only does 45 damage, but the poor quality arrow did 100. Huh. So I wonder what a good quality arrow would do. But do I have anything? No, I can't level anything up, I don't think. Didn't think so. I don't have a good reputation in Talmberg. Oh, it's neutral, 50. I'd honestly would think that I'd have a great reputation here. I mean, I barely escaped Skalitz, which I don't think I really need a reputation there now that the place is burned to the ground. But I barely escaped there from the skin of my teeth. Made it all the way out here wounded with people hot on my trail. And warned them about what was going on and gave them time to prepare in case there was an attack. Which honestly, that little warning, they didn't do anything with it, but it very well could have been something that stopped King Sigismund from attacking. When they arrived in the morning, they could have seen that everybody was withdrawn from the village and up inside the keeps or castle, and maybe he realized that he didn't have the element of surprise. So instead of just bum rushing and trying to break their way in, or forcing him into a siege like they did with Robzig. Was that it? Radzig. I keep getting his name and Robold's name mixed up. But instead of forcing him into a siege like they did with Sir Radzig, they went ahead and decided to try diplomacy instead. Either that, or maybe he honestly didn't want to attack because maybe there was nothing to gain from taking Talmberg. So I'm really finding this game interesting. And it's making me wonder about a lot of the political stuff going on. Oh, you can't just take it. My sword is not attached. It's floating. Alright, so... I need to try and find a way out of here. First, let's go talk to Sir Robold. I discovered the combat arena. Oh, cool. Do they all look the same then? Or same-ish, just a big square area that's all muddy? Oh, and it looks like each one might be unique. The other one had the grassy patch. I remember I was saying something about how the outsides were worn down and muddy like this, but there was a grass area in the middle. And I guess, and this one doesn't have that, so each one's unique then. That's cool.
God be with you.
So I think I want to go through all of these before I ask them how to get the scallots, or to tell him I have to get there. But I think I might go ahead and just cut all this out. Okay, just learned a little bit about Sigismund and some of the other stuff going on. Nothing that was critical to the story at all. Just a little bit, just a tiny little bit of backstory. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to include that part of it, or that part into the Let's Play. Because, I mean, honestly, you could skip right over it and you wouldn't be missing much. It's not like you're going to learn some tiny detail that could be a big help later on.
So, Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
Okay. Oh, wow, my charisma's pretty high. My speech is really low. My combat's okay, I guess. I'm assuming this is out of 10. But I really don't think I'm going to stand a chance in trying to fight them. I mean, I'm tempted to say just go with this. I mean, it's the highest thing.
So, Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad.
Fail.
But I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Alright, so, of course I failed talking to Sir Robard. Let's see, is there... I mean, what kind of exits does this place have?